We need protest music, we need passion, we need hope, we need inspiration. This ruling must not stand. We have to take to the streets and get angry and show them that we won't accept it.
Woke up, I was told that they overturned Roe, and I just thought, no, hell no. And you're never gonna roll back 50 years of progress. Said we gotta stop this right now. Let them take our rights, putting up a fight, never gonna stop. Women at the top, don't think we forgot. Coming in hot, coming in hot.
Hi there, I'm here today with Shira Yevin, who is the trailblazing entrepreneur behind lots of really exciting projects. Thank you so much for your time. Whereabouts are you in the world today?
I am in Los Angeles, California. So yeah, but I love the UK, and I was just in London in June, and happy to be connecting with you today.
Take me back, first of all. I've got this incredible story here about you and your band, Shiragirl, crashing the Vans Warped Tour, crashing it with 300 female artists and putting on a stage. This is just so amazing. This is so loud, women. We want to hear all about this. How did this come about?
Thank you. Yeah, so I was working on the tour back in the day. I noticed no female musicians on stage. So yeah, decided to crash the tour in a pink RV. People said, oh, women don't play this kind of music, and other excuses like that. Well, I came up in the Riot Girl NYC scene, and I know certainly people, a lot of women did play this kind of music. And so we just drove our pink RV into the gates, parked across from the skate ramp. The doors open, women came running. What is this pink thing? We thought we were going to get kicked out. Instead, we got invited on the whole tour. And then we returned to create an official stage for over 300 female fronted bands, including Paramore on their first ever tour. And Joan Jett graced the stage the following year, and we got in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Warped Tour exhibit. So and I always say, this set me off on this lifelong crusade to carve out a space for women in music and other male-dominated industries. Because even though it was like all dudes on stage, the crowd was about half women, so the girls were like, oh, this is so cool. I could be in the band, people would literally come up to me and say, thank you so much for inspiring me. I want to start a band now, young girls. So I think people on the tour, dudes in the industry, there was mixed, we got hazed. There were bets against us making it to each, tour stop with our old RV. People were definitely like, what is this? People get angry anytime someone tries to kind of do something new, like, oh, whether it's out of jealousy or fear or whatever. So I think that was like, it was a mixed bag the first year, but we won people over.
This is amazing. This is so inspiring, and it's like, the supersized version of what we're doing here in kind of small venues in the UK. You've done like the blown up American version. Just drive that pink RV through the gates. I love that. So there's loads of places that you could have gone from there. You could have kind of carried on running your own festival, or you could have taken over the Warped Tour completely. But you've gone a very different route. You've gone the kind of the tech route and the route of Gritty and Pink Festival. Tell us what Gritty and Pink is all about.
Well, Gritty and Pink started as a community of female musicians in LA. We did these all-girl jams, 50 women and non-binary musicians doing themed cover songs. We had the best female musicians in LA, like the bassist for Pink, Kiki Wong, who's now on tour with Smashing Pumpkins. I mean, really the best top-line talent. And then, COVID hit. So we started doing Instagram live stream fundraisers and Zoom workshops and building up this whole, community across the country versus just being this kind of LA scene thing. And then we decided to launch a marketplace to hire women working in all aspects of the industry. And that's called INPINK, INPINK.com. And that's kind of really what took it from just a community to a platform. So our core artist group, we have about 300 core artists with over 30 million collective followers on TikTok and Instagram. So we have a lot of great, influencer artists and artists doing big things. And then as far as INPINK goes, we have about 4,000 accounts on the platform, and about 1,000 of those are what we call stars, or accounts with at least one listing. We have about 1,300 listings on the site. And, you know, you can hire for everything from music and audio, like session gigs, to live talent, you know, bands, DJs, you know, to perform at your event, hosts. But we also have business, graphics, marketing, and local services like photo, video. And that's actually a huge focus for us is these content creators. We see a big demand for that. You know, there's no shortage of demand for social media content these days, and everyone knows video is queen. So, you know, that's a big focus for us. But yeah, you know, it's growing and we're just excited. We feel like we've laid a great foundation, you know, on which to grow.
I love this. I mean, often the argument against hiring more women or kind of equality on lineups or equality in kind of working groups that are you know, kind of working behind the scenes in the music industry is you know, you hear this argument of, you know, oh well, there's not enough women to fill these roles, or, you know, women aren't interested in these roles. So I just love that you've created this platform that just disputes all of that and says, here they are. You made it very easy for that transaction to take place. They're just, you know, here they are.
Yes, exactly. And, you know, it's funny that you said the here they are thing, because we'll go to different venues to do our events, and we like women, you know, not just on stage, but off stage, right? In supporting roles and behind the scenes, sound tech, you know, stage manager. And so we'll request a female sound tech, and then these venues will say, well, we don't have any. Do you know? I mean, I'd love to get one. We don't have any on staff, but it's like, yes, here you go. So, you know, I always say I want it to become a verb, like, you know, you Uber to the party, you know, when you hire a woman, oh, how should I pay you? Oh, INPINK me, you know, but or like, oh, we need a videographer. Oh, I'll just INPINK one, you know. But you know, we want to be this global destination actually to hire female freelancers in every industry. So starting with music as our beachhead market, and then moving into events and conferences, and then every aspect of the entertainment business before expanding to other male-dominated arenas like sports. And women's sports is certainly having a turning point, we see. And yeah, and then kind of becoming that go-to for every industry. So that's really our big vision. But we also want to help women stay on top of emerging technologies, you know, as AI is changing the landscape. And, you know, it's two sides, right? Because the marketplace kind of serves two sides. On the one hand, it's anyone wanting to hire for creative services, especially hiring teams. Everyone knows that when you hire people to work together, especially if there's not a lot of onboarding time, you know, it can be hard sort of to collaborate quickly with people you don't know. But if people have worked together before, it just goes smoother. People can, you know, communicate better. And so we're kind of seeing, like, as AI is reducing headcount with these companies and, you know, changing the landscape, that need to spin up an entire team to collaborate quickly is going to impact more industries. And so the fact is, you know, with our tight-knit community, a lot of people, you know, they sub each other out. They hire, you know, they bring each other onto different projects. And so kind of bringing that onto the platform, making it easy to facilitate team hiring, and you can see work histories and things like that. You know, on the talent side, we want to make it easier to run your business. And also, women actually make 50% less on these digital platforms like Fiverr. And so we're developing an AI-powered fair pay scale. And, you know, we really want to not only just help them get more gigs, but, you know, help them, save them from chasing down invoices and, you know, unpaid invoices and things like that. So, and helping women stay on top of these emerging technologies. We're going to be launching a premium service that has upskilling content and perks. And, you know, again, with AI, it's like, we see these stats, like in, I think it was in 11 years, 85% of the jobs that today's college students will have haven't even been invented yet, right? So today's session musician might be tomorrow's music prompt engineer, right? Who knows? So we really want to help women stay on top of these technologies, because things are moving quick, and, you know, everyone wants to see the pay gap close, right? And we want equity and equality, and it's like, how do we get there? You know, people come from different angles. Of course, you have to see it up in the boardroom, and you have to see it at the ground level. And so it's just, we really want to make sure that, you know, women feel empowered to, you know, to just stay on top of these new trends and become that kind of go-to, you know, like service provider.
Absolutely. So if people listening to this and want to get involved, want to sign up and want you know, want their services listed on INPINK, or want to use INPINK as a hiring person, what do they do? Where do they go?
Yeah, to go to inpink.com. It's free to add a listing. Women keep 100% of what they earn too, which is very different than all the other platforms where they sort of double dip. And yeah, you create a profile, create a listing, and then, you know, people of any gender can sign up as an account and browse to hire. Now, I will say, you know, we haven't officially launched in the UK yet. You know, people are welcome to make listings. Women are not welcome. We are primarily based in the States as of now, but we have a big vision. Our vision is definitely worldwide. We've already met with a lot of strategic partners. As I mentioned, I was just over there for the Music Ally Next conference, and I had the honor of being part of the Young Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. It was very cool. I got to pitch and, you know, present the company. But yeah, I got to meet with Universal, Sony, you know, some big strategic players over there. So we're definitely laying that groundwork.
How exciting. Yeah. I mean, I want to sign up.
So you could be one of the first. Yeah, sign up. You can be one of the first. So as I mentioned, the Queen of Rock and Roll, Joan Jett, was part of the tour. We actually got to perform Bad Reputation with her. And I got to sing. She played guitar and sang backup. I felt like I was in the Runaways. We were like rehearsing right before we went on stage. And, you know, Joan and her record label, Blackheart Records, have been very supportive of what we do. In fact, they did a talent search to hire an illustrator for Joan's tour poster. People had to sign up for these types of opportunities. I got to be actually in the same case in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as Joan. It was like our set list from the day, because it was Cleveland, Ohio, it was the last day of the tour. And it was like, you know, the set list from when Joan, yeah, she has her bra there, and I have like my shirt, and it's a huge honor. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. Amazing. Brilliant. Well, I'm going to sign up to INPINK. At the moment I'm planning a Loud Women Fest New York at the moment, and I'm already kind of thinking I need someone to do the poster for this. So
Yes.
that's going to be my first port of call for looking for artwork, and
Amazing. Yes.
we're going to need social media, and we're going to need, you know, kind of tech support while we're over there as well. So this is such a cool
Yeah.
thing.
It's so exciting. When is that?
There's going to be May next year. So yeah,
Great.
if you're
Let me know
you're
if I
on
can help at all. Yeah.
yeah, if you're in that side of the States, do pop in. Joan Jett will obviously be on the guest list as well.
She's great. She does live in New York, so there's that.
Yay. Brilliant. What's next for you? It kind of feels like you're the kind of person who's got your fingers in lots of pies. You're a musician
Yes,
yourself.
I am a
And
musician. Yes. Well, we were excited. You know, I have an all-girl punk rock band, Shiragirl. We just opened up for No Effects on their farewell tour at the Brooklyn Paramount. It was a sold-out show. It was very cool. We did it. We also did a live session for Pace Magazine, so you could check that out. That's up now. But we are recording some new music with Tim Armstrong from Rancid, and I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's also in the Transplants with Travis Barker and produced Pink's third album, and so he's a dear friend of mine that I met on the Warped Tour. And so we've already recorded some new tunes that we needed to finish. He went on tour with Green Day and Smashing Pumpkins, so when he comes back, we're going to finish those, get the vocals done, and yeah, so new music will be out next year. I'm excited for that.
How exciting. How do you find time to do all of this?
Honestly, I'm tired. Sometimes I don't know. But you know, performing is my passion, and it's, you know, that's what gets me out of bed in the morning, that and empowering women, you know. So I also have a fun little side project called She Blime, all girl tribute to Sublime. I don't know if you're a Sublime fan at all. I don't know how big they are in the UK, but they're certainly huge in California.
Right.
And so, yeah, you know, it's, for me, it's like, even though I'm a CEO, it's like, I can't forget that part of me that loves to perform, that loves being an artist, you know, because that's the fun part. And my personal motto is, if it's not fun, it's not worth doing, you know? So you kind of have to find those times. But
Absolutely.
you know,
But you're finding roles as well that maybe don't feel like work to you, if it's something that you're really passionate about, and
yeah,
yeah, even if it's hard work, it doesn't feel like work.
right. Exactly.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us? Anything that's coming up in the
I just want to
future?
mention, you know, I love London so much. I studied abroad at Goldsmiths when I was at college, and it's one of my favorite cities in the world. I love the art, the culture, the music. I feel like you guys don't put, like, music isn't such a box. Like, I feel like in the States, it's like you have to be one genre, you know, like I used to love going clubbing there, and they would play, you know, Peaches next to Debbie Gibson. Like, it's so cool, you know? So I just want to send love to, you know, to my UK peeps. And I have a lot of great friends over there, and as I mentioned, you know, we're planning some expansion, and I think when I was over there this year, I really felt like there was a big appetite for what we were doing. So I'm excited, and it's definitely going to be, you know, our next market that we expand to.
Well, all right.
Okay.
Thanks. Lovely to
Thank
meet
you, Cassie.
Yeah.
Bye.
1, 2, 3, go! We're fighting for rights.